She probably hates me. No, no. She worked for. Well, somebody look at all the phones. Poor dog. If you want to switch chairs, I switched chairs. Like you could have.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Guys, close the colors.
Very much. I'd like to introduce the other elected officials on my left. Supervisor Donna Smith, Assessor Mark Millay, Highway Commissioner Joe Jedlovec, and then on my right, Trustee Fred Duza, Marion Manna, Fran Thomas, and Jerry Zika. Thank you.
There are copies over here. Minutes of the last annual town meeting held on April 14, 2009. And while I have a reputation of running a very rapid meeting, we started at 8 and adjourned at 7:46, so I think that probably should read 8:46. And we'll make that correction. 8:46 p.m. Is there a motion to approve the minutes as correct? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. We have received copies of the financial statement. Should be, is there a motion to waive the technical reading of the financial report?
I move to waive the technical reading of the financial statement.
All in favor of accepting the financial report as indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We will now have the report of the Township Assessor.
I won't read through all the numbers, but our assessments from last year to this year, from 2008 to 2009, which is the current assessment year that's out there right now, was pretty much flat. Sales ratio study over a 3-year period showed a flat increase. Next year, the 2010 year, payable 2011, we're looking at an assessment decrease. We're probably looking at around 5%. Don't know the exact number now, but around 5%. And then after that, it'll probably be even more because of the market. When assessments go down, and we will see this. Next year, when we get a negative assessment, say around 5%, say the next year it was 8, 9, or 10, that is not going to bring down taxes. Assessments will come down, the market comes down, taxing bodies will still get what they're under the tax cap they can get, and assessments don't affect how much more money they can get unless they reach a maximum of tax rate, and there are no taxing bodies currently that are close to that rate, so it'll be a lot.
One of the things that's in here, our leaf pickup program, we've done that for probably 15 years on our own, maybe 17 years on our own, and the year before we started on October 22nd, we finished April 4th. That's like 6 months. This past year, we let out a contract for it with Kramer Tree Service. And within about a week, they had it all picked up. The only guys in the area that pick this stuff are out there for them, and they show up. That's what I like about these guys. So, and they don't miss when it's snows either. We're always out. So, well, thanks to everybody. And are there any questions? Yes, sir.
I have one, Dirkinger ON 331 Ethel. How many miles does the county highway department
Township?
maintain? Yeah,
43.
thank you.
0.263 years.
You may not know the program that's mandated by the state of Illinois for townships to provide, and that's called general assistance. It serves single adults with low or no income. They may be pending Social Security disability or SSI. At the end of fiscal year 10, just passed, Winfield Township had 16 active general assistance recipients receiving grants of $250 a month. It's never paid directly to the client. It's paid to vendors on their behalf. Some of these recipients have medical assistance through this program, and that's paid over and above the grant level. The optional program that we pay for out of GA funds is emergency assistance, and it's a program for families addressing basic needs. We had 153 families that received emergency assistance in varying amounts depending on the size of the family this past year. Only 22 families who applied were denied due to being over income. So we really are doing it. And we do want to thank you because you make a very difficult program very enjoyable, and it allows us to reach more families. And this is just a certificate that says she makes a world of difference to the township. And in staying in the whole green theme and not giving Mary Ann something else that she has to dust, we've given her this bag that says you make a world of difference. So every time you use this bag, you can think of us. Thank you so much for all you do.
Elections on the November 2010 ballot. The actual reading of the question that they're asking to be placed on the ballot is, shall the Illinois General Assembly enact clean elections legislation, a system whereby candidates voluntarily agree to accept limits on campaign contributions and spending in return for public financing of campaigns for the General Assembly and statewide offices.
Just check the box on their Illinois state income tax form, create a fund, and those funds would go towards this type of a program. Some of the obviously we know about the Supreme Court ruling and all the corporate money going into the elections, and that's why we want to do something like this. This would allow the candidates to have more time to spend with the voters. They're not just spending all their time going after campaign contributions. It reduces conflict of interest, obviously. We have a lot of conflict of interest in Illinois, as we know, with candidates. It's also going to give you more diverse candidates. You're going to have candidates that it's not just your rich and most connected politically that are going to be able to run now and be on an even playing field.
I voted no for the county ethics ordinance that was passed by an overwhelming majority except for 2. Only because this clause was not in there. We have to put a cap on how much campaigns can raise and from whom they take the money from. Because money is the root of all evil, especially in politics. And I feel even though the county put stipulations on what vendors and what companies they use for contracts could not contribute, we did not put a cap on how much you can raise.
Speaking against the proposition? All those in favor of placing the referendum on the ballot, having a township place it on the ballot, raise their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.